Hello, how you guys doing today? I'm the co-host Hubert Roberts, along with senior host Mr. Tim Johnson, and also we have a guest today, Mr. William Sams, and by Skype we have my grandson Joshua Johnson and my nephew Cameron Motley. We're glad that you guys are with us today, and today we're having a brief conversation with our young people today. And I'm going to ask them a couple of questions, and we want to listen to what they have to say. So I'm going to start off with Joshua Johnson, and I just want you to share with us how have you been dealing with the COVID-19 and your schooling and your social life, and mentally and physically, how are you feeling?
Well, when it
When it
comes
comes
to
to
COVID
COVID
and
and
my
my
education,
education,
I
I
haven't
haven't
personally, I
personally, I
haven't
haven't
had any
had any
troubles
troubles
with
with
it.
it.
Um, I
I
would
would
say
say
that for
that for
anybody that
anybody
would
that would
need,
need, face to
face-to-face
face
hands-on
learning,
learning, it
it
could be
could be
challenging.
challenging.
But
But
me
me
personally,
personally,
when
when
I
I
found out
found
that
out that
grades
grades
can
can
only go
only go
up and
up
they no
and they
longer
no
can go
longer
down
go
from
down from
here,
here,
you
you
know,
know,
that just
that just
mainly puts people to the initiative of going out and doing their work or whatnot. And then when it
when
comes
it comes
to
to
my
my
social
social
life,
life,
you
you
know,
know,
it's kind of
kind of
crazy. You
crazy.
think usually on
Usually
the
on the
weekend
weekend,
at my
at my
age, I
age,
get up
get up,
like,
like,
hey,
hey,
I might
I
go
go
hang out with
hang
my
out with my
friends or
friends or
whatever.
whatever.
But
But
now
now
it's
it's,
if I
if I
do
do
go
go
see
see
them,
them,
I have to
I have
be
to be
6 feet
6 feet
away from
away from
them
them
with a
with a
mask
mask
on,
on,
and we
and
can't
we
have
can't
any
have
type
any
of
type
contact.
of
I can't
contact. I can't
dap them
dap them
up. You
up,
know, it's
There's so many,
just so
there's so
many
many
things
things
that
that
you
you
think are
think are
normal,
normal,
but
but
are no
are no
longer
longer
normal
Take
at
for
this
granted.
time. Everything's just abnormal. You
abnormal.
can't
Yeah.
do things you would
Things you would
usually
usually
do
do
at
at
all.
all.
So,
So,
and
and
then
then
for
for
me
me
being
being
young,
young,
I have a
I have a
parent.
parent.
So
So
on top
on top
of
of
the
the
law,
law,
you
you
also
also
have your
have your
parent over
parent
your
over your
head.
head.
So
So
things
things
like
like
going to the
going to the
store,
store,
you can
you
only
can
go
only
this
go
here and
here and
here
here
and come
and come
back.
back, you know.
But
Um,
for
for
me, it
me, it
hasn't been
hasn't
too
been too
challenging. Like
challenging.
I
Like,
don't
I don't
know,
know.
I've
I've
just been
just
a
been a
person to
person to
adjust
adjust
very
very
easily
easily
to
to
most
most
situations
situations
and
and
whatnot.
whatnot.
So
So
when it
when
came
it came
to
to
school,
school,
it's
it's
just
just
it's like
like
playing a
playing a
game on the
game on the
computer,
computer,
just
just
math.
math,
You
you
know,
know,
doing a
Okay.
little
doing a
research,
little
doing a
research,
little
doing a little
writing.
writing.
It's
It's
actually,
actually,
to
to
be
be
honest,
honest,
I
I
kind of
kind of,
I
I
like
like
it
it
better
better
than
than
actual
actual
school.
school.
Like
Like,
actual school has
actual school has
pros.
pros.
Um, you
You
get
know,
to
you
see
get
your
to see your
friends or
friends or
whatnot,
whatnot,
but
but
when you
when
do
you
it
do
at
it at
home,
home,
you can
you can
do it
do
on
it
your
on your
own
own
time
time,
without
without
being
being
rushed.
rushed.
There's
There's
no
no
extra.
extra.
You don't
You don't
gotta
gotta
go from
go from
class to
class to
class.
class.
To be
To be
honest,
honest,
working from
working from
home,
home,
doing all my
doing all my
schoolwork from
schoolwork from
home
home,
is more
is more
proficient than
proficient than
going to
going to
school.
school.
Personally, that's
Personally,
how I
that's how
see
I
it.
see it.
Oh,
The
okay. Oh,
school,
well, good, Josh. On that note, I'd like to get Cameron to kind of pick up on that too. So, Cameron, pick up on how it's affecting you and what is the pros and cons for you too. So, share a little bit of that, Cameron.
Yes, I agree with Josh. I feel like that the learning from home is more proficient in a way for me and the way I learn. I do kind of feel bad that I won't be able to experience having the last day of school with my friends and being able to get a proper education in school. But at home, it feels like I can work on my own time, learn how to manage my own time, and with that being said, it's just in a way better for me.
Okay, great. Now, if you could give some advice for some young people, and I want you guys to really consider this. We want you to be able to give some advice to some young people as far as how they possibly could think about doing some things differently or better under these situations.
Because we
can you repeat
know.
that one more time?
Oh,
Go
wait
ahead,
just
go
a
ahead.
minute.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, we want you to give some advice to young people as far as what do you could advise them on what could work best or best practices at home on going to school on the Zoom.
Well, see, we know that it really changed
Um,
you. Can you hear? We know that it really changed you
you
guys.
want to go first?
He might be close. I can hear me.
Anytime
Can
I
you hear
feel
me,
like
Nate?
people are able to learn how to manage time, and with all with the COVID
good, good. Okay, excellent. That's really what we really wanted to, and thank you so much for you young people. And before we let you guys go, we want you to stay online with us, but we want you to give some parting words to young people as far as something positive. Start with you, Josh.
Take this time. Listen, this is one of the best times for you to better yourself. You got so much time in your hands. You're not pressed about school right now. You're not worried about going out, this, and that. Just choose.
Oh. Okay. How about you, Cameron?
I feel like while the whole world is stopping, you should keep going. I feel like you should get ahead of everyone else who's going to be starting back up whenever this COVID ends.
Okay, excellent, excellent. And we're going to transition right into Mr. Sam is here, and he's going to speak a little bit about a project he's been working on for quite a few years, and he's going to tap into it just a little bit, but we're going to follow up with Mr. Sam on some other episode, but we want him to just touch it a little bit. Mr. Sam?
Well, let me say that to the two young men, I am impressed with what you said.
Yes.
I'm impressed because you both have said some things that are what I call in my therapy foundational knowledge and foundational skills. And for you young men to talk like that you said that you adjusting to life because everything happens. You didn't have no control over the virus. You know, it had nothing to do with it, but you have to adjust your whole life. And what's the beauty in all that is that that's the way the rest of your life is going to be. I usually, in my therapy, use three things. One, whether it's your mental health, your mindset, your psychology, you should be able to monitor, manage, and assess your situation at all times. And just listening to you young guys, you know, you can clearly understand that that's what you're doing. You're making adjustments because that's what life is about. Life is about change. And if you're not changing and you're not growing, then you can't mature and just grow into responsible young men. And I'm impressed with what you had to say.
Oh, excellent.
I agree. Anytime we can sit down with the younger generation and have a heart-to-heart conversation and actually have two young, intelligent young men sit down and conversate back and forth with us like this. This is always an advantage for us to move forward and keep the lines of communication open. And you guys are doing just that. So I piggyback off of what Sam said, and I also say this to you. Keep your hands in God's hands. Continue doing what you're doing. Continue to stay safe out there. And I know that you guys are going to be two powerful young men when you reach your points in life, whichever way you're going as far as college, whatever your career field is going to be. And if it's anything we can do for you here, Hugh got my number. Just let us know. Powerful fellas. It's greatly appreciated.
Ms. Sam, you want to add something?
Just the fact that they I'm trying to find the right words. Their maturity, and what Tim says is true. For them to be able to articulate this
Exactly
is just vital to our community. It's vital because our community needs to see
exactly
that there are young,
intelligent
men,
there you go,
young men
exactly
who are
Yes.
trying to make a difference in their life.
exactly
That They're not trying to sell no drugs.
Right.
They're not trying to be no bully in the neighborhood. And the other thing that Mr. Johnson said that's so powerful, through this pandemic, I've been in touch with God more than ever been in my whole life.
Yes, yes.
I prayed more
Wow.
than I have in my whole life.
Wow.
And to hear those young men talk like that, I think it's just a beautiful thing. And I'm also going to say to Mr. Johnson, Mr. Roberts, to put this together, I think is a beautiful thing for the community, and we need to do more of it.
Oh yes, and we always want to definitely always congratulate our senior host, Mr. Tim Johnson, but I also want to acknowledge the young men's parents and the grandparents. And this show was actually dedicated to my great-granddaughter, Skylar, and her sisters. And in closing, I always want our community to understand that we are engaged in analyzing our situation, strategizing, and developing means to attack our situation. I'd like to leave you guys always with some information to learn. I want you guys to look up Omnimus, Onesimus, an African that taught the world inoculation between 1600s and 1700s. He cured smallpox. I always want to kind of encourage our community to research and learn about information they never heard about. And again, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Josh Johnson and Mr. Cameron Motley did a wonderful job, to our senior host.
I just want to say just one more thing. You know, you guys are our future, and when I'm looking up here at this camera and looking at you guys, I tell you, it really does do the heart proud to see two young men who could have been out there just doing anything, but you took the time to sit here and have a conversation with us. You are our future, and it's not a me thing; it's a we thing. We can move through this together because you guys you're the next generation, and you're who we got to look up to. So keep up the good work, fellas. It's impressive. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Till next time.
Thank you.